I'm Davis EIDAHL, Superintendent of Schools. This month we want to feature the Solon Education Foundation in our video. The foundation supports our teaching and learning through grants. I have Vice President Tom Gross here to tell you more.
Hi, I'm Tom Gross, current Vice President and Secretary of the Solon Education Foundation. Our organization was founded in 2003 after a very generous bequest of the Irma Zythemel family. The Solon Consolidated School District Board at that time had the wisdom for a small school district to set aside part of that endowment as seed money for an education foundation that would function independently from the school district. I was one of those founding members. We serve the district in several ways. Our mission is to maximize educational opportunities for the students, staff, and friends of the Solon Community School District. We do this through our role as a 501c3 tax-exempt organization, providing infrastructure for partner groups who have similar mission goals. We help them fundraise, we help manage their money, we help disperse their money, providing bookkeeping infrastructure. Second, we shepherd our endowment and use the earnings from that to fund individual investigator-initiated grants. These grants are intended to be outside the usual school budget, giving the teachers the flexibility and opportunity to come up with novel, innovative projects, sort of high risk, high reward, if you will. Over the last 15 years that our program has been in place, we funded more than $82,000 worth of projects here at the school district, and at the same time we've been able to double our endowment. As a group, we find this very rewarding that we can serve the school district, the students, and the staff. We do suffer a little from things common to all voluntary groups and school boards, in that our members are primarily vested through involvement of their children. Our current board's only about half of us have children in the school district, so we're always looking for other partners out there who might want to help. So if you're interested in partnering with us, whether it's as a board member, if you have a particular skill set that you think might be useful to us in fundraising, money management, bookkeeping, science or math, performing arts expertise that'll help us evaluate grants, we'd love to have you join our board. Similarly, if you have an interest in helping us fund projects, have particular focuses that you find are important for the school district, talk to us about a dedicated endowment where we can invest money and target the proceeds to fund projects that are important to you or your children. Overall, we found it very rewarding to serve the district here in Solon, which I think is a real gem in the state, and we'd love to have you help us.
The Solon Education Foundation supports our teaching, learning, and the innovation that we have in our classrooms. I'd like to share some examples with you now.
My name is Michelle KRITSCH. I am a second grade teacher at Lakeview Elementary School. This year I was very fortunate to receive 2 grants from the SEF. The first is for my classroom for an Apple TV. I'm able to use it to get my students engaged with what we're learning. I'm able to help them set goals by posting them up on the board, keeping them accountable for telling them what's expected of them during their independent work time. I've also written a second grant for the entire second grade team to go along with our science kit on insects and plants. We plan to have the Iowa State Insect Zoo bring live insects to our school. We'll be able to hold the insects, ask questions, learn more about what it's like to work with insects, and to see what types of jobs, if students are interested in them, students might sometimes have in their future.
Hi, I'm Sarah Fluhop, and I'm a 4th grade teacher at SIS. This year I got an SEF grant for a cue ball. This has been really awesome for my classroom. I have a student this year who has hearing difficulties, and so I have to wear this mic from the AEA for when I teach to make my voice a little louder so that everyone is able to hear me in the classroom. And what's really great about the cue ball is that it does that same thing. So the cue ball is a ball that you're able to throw, but there is this black section on it that is a microphone, so I can toss it to the students and they can speak right into the ball as well to share their thoughts and ideas with the other students in the classroom. So not only is it good for that student with hearing difficulties, but it also helps keep all of the students really engaged, and they all want to catch that ball and be able to speak into it, so they're much more willing to participate and have an active part of their learning.
The SEF grant that I received this year has allowed me to buy multiple books from my classroom library. These books are for students to check out whenever they want. They look to see what genre they're interested in, and they let us know which genre they're looking for. The students have a 40-book goal this year, so having a lot of these books available to them makes it easier for them to reach their goal. Each quarter we celebrate how many books they have read and looking to see that they're reaching their goal and surpassing their goal. These books also, I'm able to do book talks with these books, and it gets students very excited to read.
Hi all, Ken Beck here. I teach chemistry at the high school and some science electives. I've been here for 18 years and I've made use of the SEF grants almost every year. One of the things I'm most proud of is creating an elective called forensics here at the high school. We created it back in 2002, and over the course of the last 16, 17 years I've purchased some kits and equipment for that class through the SEF grants. And this year was no exception. I hadn't taught it for a while, so I wanted to beef up my curriculum a little bit, so I got a couple simulated crimes. And I used one of them this year. Actually, right now we're using it as a final in my forensics class. So some of the items that came in there were some artificial maggots that we are using to, the kids are using to estimate time of death. Which we've never gotten to do before, which is kind of gross and cool at the same time. Also came with some synthetic blood. We use some chemical blood. Obviously you can't use the real stuff, but some synthetic blood that mimics the real stuff and how to test it. And some magnetic fingerprint powder, which I've never been able to use before either. So the kids are the big benefit of all these grants that we're able to apply for the classroom, and I really appreciate it. Thanks.
These are a few examples of the support that the Solon Education Foundation provides our teachers and district. We encourage you to reach out and learn more about the foundation and all that they do for our schools. Thank you for the continued support that you provide our schools.